Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Programming with Pirai. So in this video, I'd like to share you the interview experience on Soliton technology. So basically, this is one of the best experience I can say, because it is a offline, and also it is like it is going like spark, like first round, second round, third round, fourth round, like in 2 days all the rounds are cleared. Okay, so before going to those rounds, I want to tell you what I done before that rounds, because I am from ISC department, right? So in ISC department, in that situation, Soliton has taken the eligibility to attend for the ISC department. Like, we are not eligible to attend the interview process. So I haven't prepared anything. I haven't prepared anything for that Soliton. Basically, I haven't done any of the, I didn't took any of the coding question and prepared, and also I didn't took any action for cracking this interview. So I was in library on morning, then around 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, it is said that around 2 p.m. Soliton interview will be uh, done for also for ISC department. So we are in that time we are almost 3 departments, I think so: ISC, CSPS, and CT department. So for us, for our three of them, they have told that, so you also eligible for attend the Soliton technology interview. And I haven't prepared anything, and I don't know anything. So I was like, okay, it is a last minute. Okay, what can I do for this? Okay, fine, let us learn what is the important thing for the first round. Okay, what they will ask, I have no idea on what they will ask itself. Okay, it is a dream company for me, but still I was like, we can learn for that Soliton technology specifically when we have confirmed that we are going to attend that. I am in that mindset. Okay, so I was like, in the time I was like, okay, let us learn what we can learn. The round one questions are physics, maths, and coding question. Okay, so what will be the physics question and maths question? I refer to the previous interview experience, and I got some knowledge, not much knowledge, but some knowledge. Okay, I was like, okay, we may try. It's not in our hand, it's in God's hand, right? So I was like, okay, I will try, but there is no guarantee of just getting into this Soliton. And I was like, okay, I one side I prepared, and I when I went to the lunch break, I just realized that I am wearing a jeans, and also I am wearing a shirt, like a checked shirt with a bright color, and it is not a formal type, right? So I was like, okay, we want to put a formal shirt and pant. And again I realized that there is a twist, like I just now put every clothes to the laundry. Okay, and I was hurry and moving to the laundry, and that time I have no money. My parents want to send the money by the next day, actually, because I don't have GPay at that time. So I want to get the money from my brother, and it will be transferred to my friend's account. Then by my friend's account I will get that money, like that. So I am at that laundry, and it is like, I don't have any money and also GPay. So at that time, I just called my friend JP, Jaiprakash, and I told him that, hey, I want money for this laundry. I am going to join this Soliton interview. And he also, okay, I will send you the GPay, just scan and give the scanner. And I just scanned and gave to him, and he just gave the GPay, sorry, he just sent the GPay money. And I somehow I received the clothes, and I was running in the hostel. Okay, I haven't ate lunch, I'm just running, just ran, and just wearing those clothes, and just keeping all the clothes in that shelf. And I just moved to the xerox shop to take the resume xerox, because I haven't done resume itself. Okay, I have a previous resume, that's just for a sake, I done it's for the sake. So I just took that as my resume, and I go and attend the first round. And at that first round, my resume is like, I just went by taking that one paper. While seeing others, all are just taken a file, and inside that file they have taken that resume. And I was like, oh, we want to take that file also. In that hurry I just forgot that. And I, okay, somehow we it is like around 2:30 I think so, but I reached 2:15 itself. Then the coding the round 1 started. So in that round 1 we was like seated in the computers, and there is no company peoples involved. It is like only the faculties involved, the placement team faculties and allocated faculties involved. And in that round 1 it is like 25 questions, around 25 questions, and it is 1 hour time. And in that 6 coding question, 9 math question, and 10 physics question. Okay, so here comes a twist. Okay, I want to tell you some story. Like coding is okay, it's okay. And coding also in Soliton, it is C programming. But I am well versed in Python programming, but I haven't gone much about the C programming. Okay, so I don't know much about C programming, but still I know the basic syntax, and also I know how to just compile any programming language easily. Okay, it is like I want to thank my school teacher Meenakshi. So she is a teacher who just uh, got some idea about coding knowledge for me. Because when I am studying 8th standard itself, we got a coding paper, C programming. And in that 8th standard, she made us to understand the programming. So I want to tell her name. I will make separate video for her. So before that we can complete this. Okay, fine. So in that coding question, I just predict the output and also spot the error. That's the question. And it is MCQ. It's MCQ first round. So it is simple. Coding question is simple. I am taking the math and physics question, and I was nervous, like whether I know anything or I don't know anything, like that. Okay, let's take. And I took and just read the math and physics question, and that was like once upon a time in that corona period. Okay, that time I was learning 12th standard. So in the 12th standard, when that corona time hits, I was like I was got a leave up to 2 months, I think so, 2 months or 6 months, I don't know. So in that period I just went to a tuition and taught students. So they are in 10th standard ICSE board. So I took a class for them for maths, physics, and also chemistry, but somewhat in chemistry, but purely I am taking a class for math and physics. So those questions came in this round. So I realized that if we help someone, we don't get that immediately, we don't get the returns immediately, but still we will get the returns through God at any time. So that's the moment I realized, like okay, once upon a time I took a class, and also I took a class while studying 12th standard. When I am studying 12th standard, I took a tuition for my own classmates. I will tell that in separate story, because if I take that story it will be collapsing. Okay. So I took that ICSE 10th. So that very helpful for me for clearing the first 2 rounds, because those first 2 rounds is absolutely the physics and maths round, and also they have given the formula at the top. Okay, I know formula by myself because I just start them. Okay, but still they have given the formula in top. That's made me still easy. I just predicted some of the values and just assigned. But still I don't know 2 questions or 3 questions. I don't know exactly, but I don't know some questions. I I just calculated anyhow, and I exactly don't know whether it's correct or not. I wrote it. Then I came back to my hostel, and I assumed that many of them are preparing in months. Many of them are preparing in months, and also I had zero preparation. So I thought, like, okay, let us see. We don't go for round 2. And I slept peacefully. Like I'm thinking like, okay, round 2 is not for me. Like that, I came to the conclusion itself, because everyone I see, they are telling like they will get 22, 23, 25 itself mark. Okay, I was like totally, I believed that I don't see round 2 itself, and I slept peacefully. Then the next day they have telling me to attend round 2. I am getting a mail, and at that time also I don't have file. I just thought that I don't see round 2, and I didn't take the file itself. That time also I took the resume. I made the resume at that night, because I don't know whether any other company come immediately. So I just rectified that mistake and took that resume. I just thought that I will get the file when I am going to home. Okay, and I just slept. So I just took that resume again, and I didn't took any files. I just carried it in my hand, the resume, and I am running to the SF block, and I am writing. Again, it is also round 2 is also a paper pen round. First round is like a computer round, like we want to enter the multi-choice question in the computer, and we can solve in paper. But in second round, all thing will be solved in paper by the using the question paper itself. Okay, so it is like filling the blanks, and it is also quite similar to the first round: physics, maths, and coding question. So it consists of totally 10 question, and it also granted 1 hour. 1 hour, that's huge for 10 questions, right? And it is like 2 math question, 5 coding question, and 3 physics question. So oh, no, 2 physics question and 3 coding question. Yes. So those 3 questions are 3 coding questions are easy for me, and I wrote it. And math question is somewhat okay, and I wrote it. And physics question, one question I don't know exactly. I thought like I don't know this, and they have asked me for what is your expected mark, and I wrote 9 or 8, I think so. But in final I got 7. I will tell you why. Because one of my coding question, it is like I wrote correctly in the solving part, but when I am taking that into the actual answer, I just left D, I think so. I didn't wrote a D, so the output prediction will be what? Wrong. So it is like I just lost that 1 mark. And at that time also, in second round also, I thought like, okay, many of them are saying like I will get 9, I will get centum, like that. So at that time I was like, okay, round 2 is just my luck. Yes, round 1 I cleared, right? That's I just consider as my luck. Okay, and I was like, whether this luck comes for this round 2 also. No, luck comes for only one time, right? So I uh, just fixed my mind like, okay, round 3 is not for me. And I left. And I was like hanging out with my friends to next block, and some of them are hurrying up to me and telling that, hey, you are selected to round 3, just go. And I was like, I want to go immediately, because the round will be starting 2 minutes after. But if I run also, it takes me 5 minutes. And I ran. I ran, and I was like heavy sweat. And I was like going inside, and placement team professors are saying like, where you hell gone? The round has started, go. And I missed the instruction round. Instruction. I missed the instruction given for that round, because when I gone to, I will tell the mistake I made here. Okay, here also they have asked 3 questions. 3 questions are very simple. I already solved these 3 questions. One is reversing the string, that's obviously easy, right? And second one is like add 1. If the array is 1 4 5, then we want to add 1. If I add 1, what will be the result? 1 4 6. If it is 9 comma 9, if I add 1, what will be the result? 1 comma 0 comma 0 will be the array, right? So it is a lead code question also. I already saw this as a lead code question in a add 1. It is in a name add 1. And I was like, okay, we will do this. we will do this. First I sat. First question is reverse the string. I done this exactly like 2 minutes, I think so, 2 minutes. And because at that time I used to do contest, lead code contest. By doing that lead code contest helped me here, like we want to do in hurry, right? In lead code contest, obviously we want to clear the first question before the end of 2 minutes or 3 minutes. So I just cleared here also the first question in 2 minutes hardly. And the second question is add one. I done this, and it is also C programming. Always Soliton is C programming, right? So I done this, and like 3 test cases are passed, 2 test cases are failing. I was like, oh, 2 test cases are failing. Okay, I don't know what is the third question. First, we can go to the third question and solve that, and come back to the second question and solve this. Okay, let us go to the third question. I gone to the third question. When I gone to the third question, it is like balance the parentheses. So it is very easy question. Okay, in C we want to implement a stack by using the array. That's also easy. So I done that and passed all test cases. Now comes the twist. When I am going back button won't work. So it is told in the instruction clearly, but because of my late, okay, because I went late, I just missed that instruction. And it was like I was thinking, two test cases. It is like a small problem. Because of my mistake, because of my late, I just missed those 2 test cases. So it is like a frustration one side, but still I was like, okay, whatever, it is a god wish. Okay, what I can do? I cannot do anything. So what I can do? I can go and ask to the corresponding coordinators. So I gone to my senior who is Mahesh. Okay, and I asked to him like, bro, whether I can go to the back, whether the back button works. No, we cannot go. I already told in the instruction. They have already told in the instruction. So I was like, okay, that's it. But I cannot do anything. So I completed all 3 questions, but 2 test cases are behind. So I cannot do anything. So I just submitted that and I just walked out. Okay. At this time also, I thought that 2 test cases are failed. These 3 are easy questions. Many of them can crack these 3 questions and they can go. So I was in like in a mind like, okay, we cannot go. We cannot go to the next round. And because of this interview, I haven't yet at morning, and so I got little hungry. So I gone to the lunch. So I changed my dress also. I changed my dress. Like I wear the t-shirt and the pant. At that time, whenever there is a placement, we are allowed to the hostel. Okay, so I gone to the hostel and I changed my attire. Then I just went and ate lunch. At that time, I am just speaking with the participants who are participated in the third round, and they are saying that they have completed somewhat. They don't even solved 3 questions. They only solved 2 questions, like that. So I got little hope at that time, but still I was like, okay, we don't solved all 3 questions, so we don't go to the next round. And I went back to the hostel, and again I got a call from my friend. So he is saying like, go, you are selected to the 4th round, long programming round. And again I just changed my clothes and I ran away to the spot where it occurs before the instruction is given, because that was the last mistake I done, right? So before that instruction given, I just ran to that place and somehow catch up at the correct time, and I entered that, and yeah, just continue to the long programming round. So this long programming round is consist of 3 questions. This also consists of 3 questions. So those questions are first question is password. Like we want to take the password and username as an input, and we want to store in a database. Database means it is a 2D array in a C, like that. Okay, don't go for a long programming. It is long programming. Okay, so it is quite a big program. So I break them into different modules and done this. But after 45 minutes, I think so. No. At first, we want to explain that to the mentor. We will assign the mentor. So I just wrote the logic and just explained to him. And then he said that, okay, your logic is good. Just go and code. And I coded it in exactly 1 hour, I think so. And it was like 3 test cases are passed and 2 are failing. I was like, okay, I done some mistake, and I was just going and solving errors, and I haven't passed those 2 test cases. So I called my mentor and I asked what is the mistake I had done. He said that you are getting the input wrong. So at that time I realized that I was only focusing on DSA. I was only focusing on oops. I was only focusing on problem solving, but I haven't focused on getting the input. Because just tell me, if we want to solve problem solving, we want to solve some question in lead code, we don't want to get input, right? So I also just forgot the input part. But while that C programming came, those inputs are like, we want to get a whole set of array in a string format. It is like open bracket 1 comma 10 comma 20 close bracket in a string, and we want to extract each and every numbers and make them to a array. So this is the second question's input, and first question input is simple, like username colon password. That's it. But I don't know how to get. So that's the time I realized my mistake, and I just thinking like how I can solve this. So I came up with the solution, like percentage yes colon percentage yes. It will take the string exactly, right? I came up with this solution and I done this, and okay. I passed around 4 test cases, I think so, and 1 test cases is failing. And last 45 minutes now last 45 minutes I just solved only 1 question, 4 test cases. I was like, okay, we can try up to the end. We don't want to give up now itself. And I just trying. I didn't wasted 1 second of time. I'm just thinking, doing whatever stuff that make this code correct. But I'm end up with 1 test case wrong. So again I called mentor. So he said that, okay, it is last 45 minutes, go to the next question. So I gone to the next question. So next question is we want to find what is the unsorted subarray by which we want to sort it to get the whole array sorted. So this is the second question. But in the second question I was like thinking in a way two-pointer approach. Okay, two-pointer approach, but it is end up in some edge cases that my mentor told me when I showed him the logic, like I can do this in a two-pointer approach. He told me like, no, you cannot do this because of this edge case. You cannot do this because of this edge case. And I realized that, okay, how these people are thinking like that, because I cannot think like that, right? So I just changing my algorithm again and again. 15 minutes gone, and I asked him whether I can code because last 30 minutes are there. So I started to code, and while coding, it is like 30 minutes left, right? So the input, I cannot get that input and extract in that 30 minutes. Can you understand this? We want to take that string and extract those characters, each and everything, and make them as number and put them in an array. I cannot do that in that limited time, because logic is important than getting the input, right? So I just skipped that part, and I just thought what is the best move I can do in this 30 minutes. Okay, so I just took that logical path and done here, and I just assigned, I just initialized a value to that array. I didn't get input, and it is working fine. It is a brute force solution only, but still I can able to do that and time up. The fun part here is actually Soliton went to Kongu Institute, okay, Kongu College, okay, before coming to our college. So before this day, when my friends are discussing among them, they are telling that this question will be coming for the long programming round. So when I am finished that short programming round, I just looked at that long programming round when I just now finished that short programming round. Okay, so one question from that Kongu college exactly came for us in a third round, sorry, fourth round, third question. It is a DP question. Okay, so um, it is quite easy only, but still I cannot go to that question itself. So I thought like there is no shortcuts. I was I was in a critical condition. Like I decided that I won't see round 5 this time. Okay, because in before round I just failed 2 test cases. Now I failed completely. So me and my friends are just walking away, and we are just talking about how they wrote and what is the better solution we can give and what is the optimal solution we can give. In that time I understand for that second question I can do that in an optimal way. I done that in n power 4, I think so. That's very huge, very huge. But we can do that in O of n log n by sorting. We should sort that array and check which part alone is unsorted, and we can return that. So that's the better. That's the optimal approach. I was like, oh, we can think in that way. We want to think out of that box. I thought like that, and I was like, okay. I came across 4 round and I have learned something new, because I will not think like that. But I in that time I was like, okay, we want to think in that way. Okay, then I was walking with my friends and sitting in a stone bench, and again a mail came like, you are selected for the next round. So it is like how I supposed to select in the next round. So I just thank my I want to thank God, because these all things happened by him. Okay, so the round 5 is a general HR round. It is not round 5 or round 6. It is a common round, general and technical HR. So general HR round. So it is like for for some people it is general HR then technical HR. For some people it is technical HR then general HR. Whenever they got a time, they will call one by one. So first for me it is a general HR. So I went for a general HR session, and it is too fun. It is too fun. Like it is a speech. Okay, it is like a convo. It is not like they are asking a question. It is like what your mother does, what your father does, what, where will you after 5 years, why you are choosing Soliton. And also I have personally my YouTube channel, right? So they also asked what is the purpose of your YouTube channel, and why you have that YouTube channel. Because I just created a channel to educate peoples, and also I passionate for to teach peoples. So that's the main motive I created a YouTube channel, right? So I told that to them, and also they when I just entered that room, that ma'am asked, Ilakia ma'am asked that I want to see you. Your name is Pirai, right? So who kept that name? That's how the conversation started. I felt different. Like it is not like HR asking the question. It is like just a convo. Basically, I don't speak good English. Okay, I don't speak good English. I will sometime I cannot speak good English. So at that time, a miracle happened. Somehow, I was able to speak English subconsciously. I don't know how I done that. Actually, I will do like mm, like that. But at that time, subconsciously I done that, and I was thinking like how I am doing this. I don't know exactly, but I took some videos on Python playlist. And I realized that while taking that video, I was doing some mistake and I was rectifying that mistake again and again. By that, I can able to learn that. And I just build a convo with her, and it is a good session. I won't forget that session. It is like convo. It is like very fun. Then the next round is technical round. This round this round also I won't forget, because it is a very worst performance I had done by me. Because I will tell you what mistake I have done. So I entered here the technical round. I am the only person sitting at last. Others are completed their technical and general HR round, and they just gone to the hostel. It is around 7:45 or 7:50, I think so. Within 8:15, I want to punch my biometric. I was thinking like whether I can reach before 8:15 or not. Okay, whether I can go and talk with him technically. Then I entered to that room, and when I am entering, it is like a sir is sitting inside, and I got to know while I am joining Soliton, like he is 12 years experience, I think so. So he is very bold. First thing to describe him is very bold and confident. When I entered into it, first time while I'm entering into it, he just said me, just wait for 2 minutes. Okay, I waited for 2 minutes and went into that room. While I'm entering into that room, he was like, "Good evening." He was shouting like that, and I was like, what to say, what to say. I was like, just felt nervous, because I haven't seen like that person who is bold and confident. So I was again saying, "Good evening," and he was like, "Okay, please." And I just sat, and he just told me, and also here I want to say, I have a file. Now I got a file from Jayaprakash, my friend. Okay, so his file, and I just taken that file, and it is my file. It is my resume. Okay, I want to keep that file. Sorry, keep that resume inside my file. This was when I am waiting for the technical HR. Okay, when I am waiting for the technical HR, this event happened. Like I want to keep that file resume into that file. So it is like the file is closed. It I cannot open that file. It is jammed. The zip is jammed, and I was like, how much. So okay, okay, just relax. And I just asked help for from my colleagues who are also, sorry, I have asked help from my friends who are also attending the Soliton, and somehow they have opened that zip, and I just placed that resume, and I haven't closed it. Okay, and I went to the technical HR. So this is also happened in that timeline. Okay, and I just went, and I given the file to him. I think so he haven't opened, because he also have one resume in the first second round. I given the second round one resume, so he has that, and he also has what are the questions and what are the answers I have written for round 1 and round 2. Okay, I was like, I sat there, and he is just self intro, and I was telling about my self intro, and in between I started to blabber something, and again I aligned and maintained and just came to the context, and he just stopped me in between and asked, what is the department you are. Then I am said like ISC. Basically ISC department won't be recognized by any of them. So he asked, what is ISC, what is mean by that. And I said the information science and engineering, and he asked what is subject covered. Basically I didn't learn any academic subject personally. Okay, because for me it is boring. I only learn DSA, OOPS, and also I haven't done any projects in those subjects. Okay, I done only projects in OOPS, DBMS, DSA, and also in some of the Python framework like that. So I got some idea on that. So I just told him subjects, some of the subjects, and he stopped me and asked, what is mean by OS? Tell me about something you know about OS. At that moment, something happened, and I just don't know anything about the OS. My brain was like, you haven't learned about OS before. my brain is telling to me like that. But I wrote a subject OS and I got A or A plus, I think so. I learned that time, but I totally forgot. I totally forgot, and I was telling like, don't know sir, and he is seeing like, and he asked, okay, tell me about computer networks, and I was like, I don't know again anything, and I just told him like, sir, don't know, and he was looking at me like disappointment. Basically, if he is asking a question and I am continuously saying don't know, don't know, don't know, obviously he will disappoint, right? And he disappointed and asked me, okay, you don't know about this, okay, let me go to the programming path. And he asked me to solve one question. He gave one question. Now comes a twist. That question is the round 2 question. I wrote wrongly that programming question. I told you, right? The question which I computed correctly, but while writing it, I wrote in a spelling mistake, and he gave that. And also, I am just executing once again. I'm just predicting the output once again, and I just wrote the output and gave to him. And he was like seeing that and asking whether you have discussed with your friends after this round 2 over. And I just told him like, no, I just wrote it wrongly. So he is okay, okay, fine, we can go to the next question. And he asked about why you are prioritizing the competitive programming, because I love competitive programming. So he asked about it, and he also asked why you are joining Soliton and where you will be there in 5 years after, like that. So I answered all the questions except the OS and networking question. So I haven't answered those 2 questions, and then that round cleared. After the round cleared, it is around 8:05, I think so. I am sitting in a placement drive. Now I want to go to the hostel, and inside that, the last hostel is the Pearl hostel. My hostel is a Pearl hostel. Okay, I want to punch a biometric there. Otherwise, my mail ID will be blocked. 10 minutes left. I just ran like that. I ran like that and kept that biometric. Basically, around 8:30 or 8:20, mess will be closed. And when I kept the biometric, mess is closed. Canteen will be not there. So I haven't ate night, and I just ate snacks. And in that hurry, hungry is not there for me basically. So then I called my mom, and she is asking me like whether you can go to the next round or not. Basically, like telling about my family, they don't force me to do anything. That's the biggest support they can give, because not all parents can do that. Yes, so my parents are like, whether you are selected in that company, if I say yes, okay, fine, fine, just do well. If I not selected that company, okay, you can get any other company better. So that's the mindset my parents have. So at that time, I was telling her that I was totally, completely, I was frustrated, and told her that I had not done that round as much the before rounds, because before round, while comparing this round, the before rounds are better. I can say that in long programming round and short programming round, it is better, far better than that. So I told her I done my worst in this. And while talking to her, she is telling me that if God willing you to join this company, He will. Otherwise, you don't. And I was like, okay, okay. And we are just talking, and a message pops up, and I'm seeing that, and in that list, my name is there. So I was selected to the next round. So I told her, and then I just go and slept. And the next round is a system design round. I got no idea on system design. Okay, basically I don't have any knowledge about system design. So I went there, and they just make us to sit, and they divided five teams. Okay, so 5 of them are in the another cabin, and 5 of us are in another cabin, and we sat there. And for the group discussion, the first thing is they have given the pen and paper and a problem statement, and we want to write our uh, solution for that problem individually. So in that, the question asked for us is purely electronics. So we don't know about electronics because me and my friends are from computer branch. So basically more of us are from computer branch. So we just openly told that we don't know about this electronics. So they have given some idea and they made us to just solve that problem. So I have a different aspect, and I didn't focus on the circuit connection. First thing, I didn't focus on the transistor, resistor, anything. I didn't focus on these anythings. I just focused on controller, how to control this. And I just wrote a code and algorithm for that controller by using a Python, and also in data structure we write algorithm, right? So by using that algorithm, I wrote a code for by using the heap, and also by using priority algorithm. Okay, and I just wrote that, and I submitted that paper, and every of my that teammates in our group discussion, the five members are submitted that, and they have evaluated that, and the next thing they have done is go and explain to the board, and they are start detecting the name. I was like, what? I want to go and explain in a board. Okay, fine, we can explain, but I sometimes blabber, okay, in English. So I was okay. First of all, we want to recall what we wrote because the paper is not in our hand. Okay, so I was the last person to explain that in the board, and I went and I explained there in not in super manner, but quite understandable manner. I explained it, and I came, and suddenly they have told that start discussion and just come up with a solution. And here comes a comedy, like we five members just talked like whether we can put this or no, and he is like no, group discussion. And we then only we understand that, oh, he is asking for GD, but we thought that we want to just come up with a solution by talking inside of ours. Okay, so then we just started to solving that problem one by one. And here also I done a big mistake, like I don't know anything about the electronics. Okay, so I don't want to go to the electronic circuits first of all, okay, because that will go to the wrong. But I haven't taught that, and nobody is starting in my gang. So I was like, okay, we may be the initiator to make all them speak. And I told the wrong answer. Everyone was like, no, that's wrong. I was like, opening mouth is a fraud. I was like, oh, so I was like that. I was that like that mentality, and I was okay. If I know that exactly, then only we want to open our mouth. I came to that conclusion itself. Okay, and I sat there, and everyone are started to talking, and I also started with the controller. First I started the controller, then I talked that, and it has gone very well. Then after that we are all sitting, and a placement team sir came and told like two names. He called two names and just take your bag and just go to the hostel. At that time I understand that okay, we are selected to the next round. Okay, fine. It is also as like a previous rounds. So I was ready, and okay, what is the next round? We started to discuss. So the next round is essay round. I was like, essay round, we want to write page by page, because I cannot speak a fluent English, and also writing in English is also, there will be more and more grammatical mistake. Okay, English and me are so fair. So I just started to prepare this essay round, and we don't know what question will be there, and but it is as simple as that. Like they have given a sheet, and they ask three questions, only three questions. What are they? Where will be you after the 5 years? Why you are choosing Soliton? Then after that any one question, I think so. Then I wrote one page. I wrote one page, and I was like reading and gave to the appropriate collector. Okay. Now I was looking at all others, like we are totally five. Okay, all other four peoples are writing, and they are asking the additional sheet also. I was scared, like whether I wrote anything wrong or I left any questions. Oh, I don't got any additional sheet. How these people are filling these sheets? I exactly don't know what they are doing. Then finally they finished and they all took two papers. And I only took one paper. Okay, and they have given to the appropriate collector. Then he collected and went and submitted to the Soliton evaluators. And then only I came to know that this essay round is all about just came to know how we are. Okay, so it is not like a selecting round. And here they are also telling us like you have another round. And I was like this much round. I came I don't know exactly whether I'm skilled or not, but still, by God's hope, by luck, I came. I was like, whether I will be rejected in this last round for something, for some learning, I want to get rejected. Okay, if I get rejected, okay, something I learned, right? So I was like, okay, whatsoever, we can do our best. If it is for us, we can go. And I was like sitting there, and they have came and told us to create the real time coding for this problem we solved. And I was like thinking in my mind, it is running like, okay, we can put this heap, and we are just allocating their hashing values in the hash map. Okay, fine. Then we are just arranging them in arrays. Okay, so whenever this cells, like that, in my mind there are 1,000 thoughts. Okay, and another colleague, okay, another classmate, or another member who is selected for that round also thinking in his mind. I can visually see him like thinking way like me. Okay, I can see he is like that. Okay, and I was like sitting like this. Okay, so this is the scenario. And when I am turning around like this, one is sitting ideally, two are laughing. I don't know why these guys are laughing. And the next moment, the instructor who is came from the Soliton, or evaluator who is came from the Soliton, is saying like, you want to submit it when you come to the office, like in August, so take your own time. And I was like, okay, we got a large amount of time, however we can submit it. Okay, and he also started to laughing. Okay, the evaluator also. And I was like, why these people are laughing? And they are saying like, you all guys are selected, these rounds are not. This is a this is to just make fun. Okay, and I was like, oh, this is for fun. I don't really thought this is real. And they also pointed me and that another boy who just thought how to solve this problem, right? So they pointed us to, and they told like, if we haven't told that it is the prank, they will definitely do this. They told like that, and they distributed the chocolate. And here I haven't ate morning, I haven't ate for lunch before that day. Okay, I haven't ate for dinner. So it is around one day I haven't ate anything. Okay, I haven't ate anything. And while attending this GD, I was very hungry. I at the time it is very hungry. I want to eat something. So after selecting all of us, they have brought the 5 stars. So they gave us 1 5 star, and we took only 1 5 star. Okay, then at that time no one has tiered that 5 star and ate. I teared and ate at that moment itself, because it is like I'm hungry at that time. I was it I cannot control from me from eating that 5 star. Okay, so I just teared it and ate it. Then we just gone there and they just took a photo of we standing with that evaluators, and we took that photo. And after that they have gone from our college. Then we went to the hostel, and at that time I was calling my parents, my mom, okay, and I am telling her that I have selected in this company. And the reaction from her is, okay, good, good, fine, when will you come to my when will you come to home? And I was telling like after 2 days there will be leave. Okay, after 2 days or next day is a leave. So I told her like tomorrow I will come. Okay, fine, that's it. See, my parents are like they don't react much. They don't react much in anything. If it is downfall, they don't react. If it is upside, they will react somewhat. They will appreciate somewhat. That's it. Okay. And when I reached home, when I am telling this to my dad, his reaction is ultimate. Oh, okay, that's it. That's it. Exactly, that's it. So this is how my parents are. So basically, my motivation to join this Soliton is like I haven't had any dream. I haven't any dream for 2 years in college. Haven't learned any programming, anything. I haven't learned. Okay, when Soliton placed seniors, okay, they came and gave 1 day training, 1 day placement training, and they talked about how is a Soliton lifestyle. They told that, and I have an idea like, okay, it is looking somewhat good, this company, so we want to go and try for this company. And I said that time it is my dream company. Yes, so that's the point where I'm motivated to enter into Soliton. It's not like a package, or it's not like the work culture. The thing I like from Soliton is like my senior said how the way Soliton works. Okay, in other companies they don't bother about employees, I think so, because my friends are working. But here we have some priorities. I personally think when I'm gone to intern in Soliton. So this is the whole interview experience. Still, I didn't told you some of my stories because this video will get too long if I tell you some stories. In next video, I will tell you what are my life experience also. Okay, I told you the Meenakshi miss who is handling me C programming in 8th standard and also 9th standard and also in 10th standard. She is very best teacher, because at the time we don't have that knowledge, we cannot understand that easily, but she still taught us. And also I will tell you another story, like if we help others, what will be given in a return. Okay, I will tell that in a separate video. Okay, so this is what the video on Soliton. If you have any doubts, just feel free to ask in the comment section. If it is not, just DM me. I will give the mail ID and also Instagram, anything. You can contact me in that. Okay, thank you.